I mean, any feel-good moment that we had was definitely sucked out of the air instantly as soon as Dan Lambert's,
that promo
face hit the screen. I mean, honestly, I used to hate Dan Lambert, but he is really good at cutting a promo. He is
I'll
really
tell you
good.
who's really good at cutting the promo is the guy who you have on the screen right now, Ethan Page. I mean, everybody in this segment, Scorpio Sky had his moments where he really had our attention and he was refusing to let it go. He was reminding everybody, his accolades, but it felt like, yes, Dan Lambert had his, he set the tone. Ethan Page grabbed the mic and just absolutely went off. He crushed it in this segment. If you didn't see this, if you're gonna catch up on the show, you gotta watch Ethan Page's promo because this dude absolutely delivered and then some. We've talked about it, SPD, time and again. He does seem to have everything that you look for in a superstar, but for some reason, it feels like, obviously, with all the big debuts and things like that, he's getting lost in the shuffle. But there was a moment there was a stretch earlier in the year where I was like, Ethan Page is one of the best signings that AEW is going to have for the year 2021. Now, I didn't know that they would have
week out.
I didn't know that they'd have Bryan Danielson and CM Punk and all these countless and Adam Cole and all these other names that came up, but I'll still stand by it long term. Yeah. Ethan Page has a very bright future ahead of him, folks. He's a type of dude who can check all the boxes, and he said it himself tonight. He's got the look, he's got the martial arts background, and he's got the record to prove it. This dude has what it takes to, I feel like, be one of those standout breakout stars for AEW long term. One of those A players for them 3-5 years from now. I really like his upside.
All three gentlemen in that ring tonight were spitting fire, and they made you to be like, whoa, step back and be like, dang, they're right. They're right. What Scorpio Sky had to say, Ethan Page and Dan Lambert, it was the real deal, man. And so I was a little upset that they took the victory over the Inner Circle, obviously, but it's going to help elevate them even more, and it makes sense. And so, man, Ethan Page is on fire, and it's just one of those things. It's the overcrowd. We love this roster, but at the same time, you're fighting for that spot, you're fighting for that match, you're fighting for that TV time. Like, where so many people are ready for that, or are deserving it and ready for that. And so
I think that Ethan Page proved that he's ready for it. We saw.
I agree. He's been ready for a long time.
We saw the backstage promo after Rampage that Scorpio and Ethan Page cut, and this was that same energy and fire, but on a whole nother level, man. Ethan Page, I'm telling you, man, like in a show that you just said it, show that is jam-packed with stars and big names. This guy is a guy who really stood out to me tonight as a top performer on this show. Absolutely crushed it in this segment, and I can't wait to see. And for him to plant the seeds now for like him versus Jericho, kind of making it personal. And this is what I love about Ethan Page too. He finds a way to make these feuds feel personal. The Darby Allin feud, we all know.
That was great.
That was great. And Page was willing to literally try to break the man's body by throwing him down a flight of stairs. You could tell he leaned into this personal vibe of, trying to end the career of a Canadian hero like Chris Jericho and replace him as the guy in Canada. I loved it, man. I want to see more of this Ethan Page on my TV screen.